Well, we're joined on the line by lorry driver Mark Salt, who filmed the pictures you're looking at right now. Mark Salt, thanks for speaking to us. What did you see?
I didn't see much to start with. I was alerted mainly by the noise. There was a group of lorry drivers on the way in, heading towards the border controls, and they were all banging the horns to say that there's obviously some kind of issue. And then obviously I started to hear the sirens and see people running towards the ramps.
So they were running towards the ramps. We're talking about, what, dozens of people?
Oh, more. There were 80, maybe 100 people eventually. They'd broken up slightly and then they congregated together and broke up. And the border control, local port and the police were trying to herd them all together, but they were just making a break for it as and when they did.
You say making a break for it. How coordinated or otherwise do you think it was, Mark? Were they working to a plan, or was it purely opportunistic, running for the ramp? The ramp then got pulled up by the workers on board the ferry. How organised?
I think it was fairly organised. There seemed to be two or three in the centre that seemed to know which way to go, which maybe even got in before. I didn't actually see the ramps going up, but what the port did was prevent one of the boats from actually docking onto the ramps itself and held them back a good 20 foot off the side of the dock.
For years now, lorry drivers like yourself have had to take precautions to make sure people weren't stowing on board your lorries, because of course the responsibility and the punishment then falls on your shoulders, the shoulders of your employer. It does seem that lorries don't quite cut it anymore. It's not just lorries but ships.
Well, it's the lorry drivers are given a set of rules that we follow to check and to make sure that when we're not given the opportunity to clandestines to gain access to our loads. But when you're prevented from entering into what is allegedly a secure area inside of Calais, which is the docks area, if you're prevented getting in there and hang outside, then that's where you're going to get issues. And the amount of people that are congregating there because they know that drivers are going to be, it's called Operation Stack normally, and they keep them outside. You can see hundreds of people attempting to get onto vehicles.
Mark, the mayor of Calais has said that it's a French problem, this, but it really is, in truth, a British problem, because a lot of the migrants still, the word that they often use is El Dorado. They see coming to the UK as this promised land and El Dorado. The mayor, she says, look, actually the Brits really need to take notice. The reason they're in France, the reason they're in Calais, is because they want to get to Britain. It's costing the Calais authorities about £10 million every year to deal with these migrants. What's your view?
Oh, my view, it might be costing $10,000 a year to deal with them in France, but how much are we paying at the moment for immigrants that do actually get in?
What would you do to stop circumstances like this developing?
A tougher police presence outside would be a great benefit. At the moment, the police are there, and they're there in numbers, but they're very limited to what they can do. They're issued with CS spray and batons. But the mentality of the guys that want to get in, if they want to get in, they will. It's as simple as that. The border needs to be pushed back for a secure border on the French side.
Mark Salt, thanks for your time, and we appreciate your pictures as well. Thanks very much indeed.